probably haven't seen many pictures of Lee Harvey Oswald, the man tagged the assassinator of President John Kennedy. That's why tonight's segment is so important. You're going to hear from researchers who believe the photograph of Oswald given to the news media after Kennedy's murder in 1963 is a fake. The picture shows Oswald holding a rifle as he's standing in his backyard. Some researchers now say that famous photo is actually Midlander Rickie White's dad, Roscoe White. As we continue our special exclusive series of reports, JFK, the West Texas Connection, look and listen closely. The man you're about to see may not be the man lawmen say killed JFK. Today, Jack White has returned to the home where Lee Harvey Oswald lived in Dallas before he became known as the assassin of President John Kennedy. White is trying to recreate this famous photograph of Oswald holding a rifle. In 1963, this picture was flashed on television sets across the country as Oswald was branded JFK's killer.
You people have been getting, but I emphatically deny these charges.
During his interrogation by Dallas police, Oswald told them the photo was fake.
These incriminating photos of Oswald's were fakes, just as he tried to tell the Dallas police.
He thinks the man posing in the picture is Midlander Rickie White's father, Roscoe White.
Notice that the person in the backyard photos has a broad, flat chin, while these pictures of Oswald show him with a pointed, cleft chin, not at all like the one in the backyard photos. Now look at the chin of Roscoe White, whose chin most closely matches the one in the backyard photos.
Oswald and Roscoe White were in the Marines together, trained at a CIA camp in Japan, and would end up living close to each other in Dallas before Kennedy's assassination in 1963. Roscoe White had just been hired on at the Dallas Police Department. These close connections, plus investigative work by Jack White, has convinced JFK researchers the photo could be Roscoe White, not Lee Harvey Oswald.
White was about the same height as Oswald. In fact, there were many physical similarities between the two, with the exception of the neck and chin. Roscoe had a thick neck with big sloping shoulders, while Oswald had a thin neck with narrow shoulders. When I enlarged the photos of Oswald and Roscoe to the same size and laid one over the other, I was astounded to find that the height, posture, and even some features are an identical match. Also, it is known that Roscoe suffered a broken right wrist which never healed properly and left a slight lump on his arm. Oswald had no such lump. In this backyard photo, there's a noticeable lump on the figure's right wrist. It certainly seems to me that the figure in the photo could be that of Roscoe White.
Jack White, a photo analyst and commercial artist in Dallas, has been working on this fake photo theory for nearly 30 years. He believes Roscoe White was put in the Dallas Police Department by the CIA to make sure Oswald was set up as Kennedy's assassin.
I believe Roscoe White was placed on the Dallas police force to help frame Oswald for the assassination.
When Oswald was arrested, 2 photographs of him with a gun were found. However, suspicion over the photos grew after a burglary in 1975 at Rickie White's mother's house in Paris, Texas. That's when a 3rd Oswald photograph turned up. Rickie says somehow this picture and others made its way into the hands of Washington investigators looking into the Kennedy assassination back in 1976. Rickie thinks this may be one of many reasons why he and his mother, Geneva White, were questioned about the photo by investigators with the House Select Committee.
And the shadow under Oswald's nose is straight down at 12 o'clock, but yet the shadow on the ground is at 10 o'clock. The shadows don't match. And on photograph number 2, we have the rifle pointing about 11 o'clock, but yet the rifle and the shadows point at 9 o'clock. It doesn't work. But the significance is that Roscoe White had a 3rd pose of Oswald that no one else had. And it's been proven by experts that these are fake photographs.
As part of the fake photo theory, Jack White was called to Washington in 1976, and he too would be questioned by the House Select Committee.
This is one of several dozen photographs the Dallas police claimed was found in Oswald's belongings. Apparently it is a photo Oswald took while in the Marines. There are other photos of Marines and photos of Asian cities. In this photo of Oswald's Marine buddies, I found one person especially intriguing. After comparing the man in the fatigue cap in the center with many photos of Roscoe, I'm convinced they may well be photos of the same man.
This fake photo conspiracy is on display at the JFK Assassination Information Center in Dallas. Director Larry Howard also believes the photo of Oswald is really that of Roscoe White. The fake photo conspiracy would be one of many closely examined by movie director Oliver Stone as he prepared for his controversial movie, JFK. The movie, released in 1991, was an instant blockbuster. As a consultant and right-hand man for Stone, Howard provided him with over 400 photographs, 20 videotapes, and several witnesses connected to the Kennedy assassination. One of those, Oswald's widow, Marina.
And he's done more for this case with the movie JFK than all us researchers in the last 30 years put together. He's the one responsible for having the files open today.
Was there one man or three who shot and killed John Kennedy? Well, those who believe there was a cover-up question how many gunmen were involved and how many bullets were fired. Tomorrow night, a doctor gives his account of what he saw in Trauma Room 1 at Parkland Hospital that fateful day, November 22nd, 1963. JFK, the West Texas Connection, continues tomorrow night at 10.